comment recently, right, where he said that violence is not the biggest killer of people in Jamaica right now, but the food is,
Bad
and
food.
it ties in. Yeah, the bad food, right?
Yeah, man. How we say, man, imported bad food, man. Remember say, in Jamaica, less than 2,000 people dead from gunshot, you know. Every year, more than 10,000 people dead from diabetes alone. One disease that I talk about. Every year, more than 10,000 people dead in Jamaica alone from diabetes. See? And I'm saying, the amount of money that is spent on trying to fight gun crime, if we spend that money in promoting food production, most of those youths in gun crime who broke would not be broke. They could encourage them to, all right. You know the example most use because like ganja farming. And at one point in time, ganja was very illegal, you know. I'm using the word very illegal because though it's illegal but not so illegal. It is not criminal. No, you check the ganja man. The ganja man, by default, when we plant ganja in the mountains, we plant food because urban food marriage is the only marriage that you can't get a divorce. Once you smoke herb, you want food to eat. So automatically, you go want food. See? So rather than the man them using this opportunity to say, okay, like we are decriminalize herb, we're going to use it to stimulate the agriculture sector and put in place to assist in the sector man. So watch you know. Let us do some integrated farming. Because you did from before, because we plant peas and okra and them to hide the ganja from police, you know. So if now we free up and can plant, you can imagine the amount of peas, okra, food, every kind of food. And remember, you know, you see the food that them import that kill the people, it takes less than 3 months to grow. Less than 3 months to grow. During COVID, the whole two sectors that's growing in Jamaica is construction and agriculture. Literally. So you check it. If we focus on our health, we can create wealth. As I say it, and I paraphrase, when I say, only in a country has established a solid agriculture can look towards the future with confidence. Yeah, just check the research.
I have a question, right? Did the palate of Jamaicans change? Because it just seems like when I'm down there now, I just see like these fast food places, the lines they are crazy.
Yeah,
you know so it's I don't know if it's a style thing, I don't know if it's a prestige
thing.
Yeah,
you see, remember that was done. Those things were done not just in Jamaica, you know, but across the entire Caribbean. But Jamaica is a big space, and when we take up something, we take it up in our way, which even more than the people who set it up. It looks so big in Jamaica. But if you go to any one of the places, because remember I say when the 70s end and the Reagan and Thatcher era came in, which remember talk about the whole free market approach. But also it was also promoted that the farmers at the places, the supermarket, and then once they start going to the supermarket, the other places become eating areas now. The fast food places become the eating areas. But you realize that when you check the data in terms of health and wellness and the growth of the fast food places, there's an inverse relationship between the growth of fast food places and the health and wellness of the country, which means that as you have more of these fast food places, people get more and more sick. Just go and check it, man, up on the time, do your time trajectory and see it, man. From 1980 to current, look at what has happened to the Caribbean people's health. Right now, 1 every 3 sisters, them say, in the Caribbean obese. And obesity is one of the first marker that you're going to end up in some kind of lifestyle disease where you're going to have high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, atherosclerosis, some kind of problem. You know? So what they have done over time is to try to change the consumption habits of Caribbean people under the guise that these buildings represent development. And if you go to their places, as I said, in places where you find that, you know, like the word minority, but in the United States, when you go to white people places, they don't say about fast food places. When you go to black people communities and other communities, you see one places. So you can see that little bit strategy across non-white people countries that those things are imposed on them. And you have to know, when they get sick, what did the doctor tell you to do? Well, you need to eat complex carbohydrates because the complex carbohydrates release the sugar solely in the blood and the insulin can take the sugars out of your system so you won't get diabetes. But when you're eating that, it's poor people food. Remember, you know, when you're sick, you have to eat poor people food. But when you're not sick, you mustn't eat poor people food. You must eat something which is rich people food. And yes, the rich people don't eat them food.
But you know something very important about what they say too, crucial, because they talk about even in places like US, you know, so which part them have the most fast food restaurants them. The people them have work more than one job and work more hours. But even though them low up on the economical ladder, them work more jobs. So it does ironic say, as they say, not a coincidence, you know. How comes more fast food in the place where the people them have less have work more hours, have less income? Yes, still them that means that the people them designed for go fast. So when them design to go fast now, them easily get sick.
And when you work all the while, they can't prepare no food. So you grab something and go. So you have something called grab and go. You see how fire? When you taste it, you can go fast. Yeah, but you have to go to everything else, including your grave. So you grab things and go to everywhere you want to go. It's deliberate. It's deliberate. Remember, you know, we learn, say, the most dangerous way a man can attack you, you know, like a sniper, you know, it's through your belly, you know. You know, the Jamaican people are some funny people. You know, I eat a grow. If you give me something to eat, I have to smell it. I mean, I know why I have to smell it. But your rhino and sophilus is the most ancient part of your brain. The sense of smell. So it's a detector. So you always smell the thing because you know that people poison your food. So it's automatically in your brain to say, check it out.
Well, let me hear you say mountain, mountain.